Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Apollo Show. I'm your host, Apollo, and I'm here with the incredible Emma Rose. How you doing?
Hi.
Oh, we finally got there. We just for so long, and it was so good.
Oh my god.
And we've just been bumbling around looking for chargers, looking for the mics. Like, the charger was plugged in right in front of me. I've just got brain.
Yeah, I'm definitely dick drunk. I'm still just like in La La Land.
It was so good. It's exactly how I thought it would go, to be honest. We always have fun. How you been? How you doing?
It's been good. It's been good. I've been busy, traveling a lot. I'm trying to find my work-life balance, but I was just on a backpacking trip in Virginia, so that was nice.
Yeah, great. You gotten? Is that new? Have you always been like hard into hiking?
Yeah, in Florida. I grew up in Florida, so it was like not much hiking there, but It's my third backpacking trip. So my first one was in Tennessee. My second one was Linville Wilderness, and then my other one was in Virginia. But my second one was 28 miles. That one was a big one.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
How many days are you doing 28?
That was, I think, 4 days or 5 days.
Wow. So, and you sleep in like cabins on the trail sort of thing?
No, you sleep in a tent.
Oh, wow.
You carry your tent, you carry your food on you.
I'm too precious for that. And I eat too much. I would literally eat an entire backpack worth of food.
I eat two of the freeze-dried food things, but like they have so much sodium that I wake up and I feel like I'm so like puffy and it's like... So, but freeze-dried food is not the best. But at least you're eating.
That's right. Do you ever like forage for food on the walk? Is that a thing?
They have berries. Like they have berries, and you gotta make sure like they're not like I don't know, death berries. I don't know which ones they are.
Me neither. I'd die immediately if I was in the bush. I'd be like, oh, these things look like blueberries. Dead. Yeah. Oh, these things look like red cherries.
I forgot what
dead.
it was. It was like a benberry or something. It's like they come in a row and they're poisonous.
Yep.
And that was, I saw them. I'm like, yeah, let's not eat those.
Let's not, but they look good. They look like something you want to eat.
They look
That's
good.
the problem.
They look good.
Yeah. So, you've been doing this for so long now. Tell everyone, like, how long have you been in the adult industry, and how long have you been doing like digital services like OnlyFans and porn?
Yeah. So I started porn in 2020, so I still feel like a baby, honestly.
Not only as long as you've been doing it.
Yeah.
I thought you'd been doing it a little bit earlier than that for some reason.
I'm still a newbie. It's crazy.
Smashing it and like smashing the game. That's great.
Yeah, I started in 2020. I had my very first scene in January, and then I shot with Evil Angel. And then I was gonna leave sex work behind, and I have my marketing degree. I was gonna work for Salesforce in New York, and then COVID hit. I was like, okay, well, I guess not doing that. Yep. So then I moved to Vegas, and I started shooting regularly in July of 2020. And it was just like pretty much my first year in 2021. I was a contract star for Trans Angels, and then I shot for Brazzers in 2022, and then after
which is amazing because you were the first. You were the first trans.
I was one of the first. I think I was my third. Daisy Taylor was the first, and then I was the third. But I shot with Angela White, and it was amazing.
Incredible. She's amazing.
Oh my god, an angel.
Yeah, actual golden child of porn. So good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then I started OnlyFans in 2019. So it was like in the summer. Yeah. Before that, I was just dancing. I was traveling.
What kind of dancing were you doing?
Stripping.
Yes.
So, yeah.
You call it go-go dancing here?
No, well, go-go is something different. Like, stripping is, like, on a pole. Go-go is kind of just, like, the dancers that are in the club that, like, you tip them, but you can't get private dances.
Right, gotcha.
But stripping,
Do they get naked? Do you get naked? Like, almost?
I did at trans clubs.
Yes.
I have before, but I also did stealth. So back very, very beginning of my transition, kind of like about 2 years in, I was passable, and I didn't actually have any surgeries at that time. I was dancing like undercover, pretty much, like nobody knew. The managers didn't know, and the girls didn't know. It was very nerve-wracking and scary, and I was like,
well, it is scary. I mean, I feel like it could be very dangerous.
Yeah.
Being found out by someone who's like 20 drinks deep, who's very insecure about their sexuality.
Absolutely.
Like, super dangerous.
The money-wise versus, like, those clubs versus trans clubs, there was, like, a huge money difference, so...
As in, they paid more in a straight club?
Yeah, well, it's just because there's more volume.
Right,
so it was, like, easier,
course. Yeah. And to be honest, like, you look like as feminine woman as there is out there. You know what I mean?
I miss dancing. I do. I still pole dance.
You should go do it more.
I still pole dance, but I want to do a feature dance here. I gotta just talk to my PR and try to...
I'm pretty sure, like, strippers here make a lot of money. Like, it's not like, elsewhere. If you want to make some money as a stripper, you come to Vegas.
Yeah.
What is up, people? Are you ready to elevate your health game? If so, then listen up. Introducing to you BLCKWAVE Supplements, your go-to destination for holistic supplements that cater to both men and women. designed to optimize your entire system. Whether you're looking to enhance focus, libido support, or to revitalize your overall well-being, BLCKWAVE has got you covered. Head to their website, www.blckwave.com, and try their wide range of holistic supplements, ranging from their 2 flagship products, their cognitive support, Brain Force 1, designed to help skyrocket your focus as your productivity goes through the roof, and their male libido support supplement, AlphaMale, Male Enhancement, designed to help you unleash your inner beast. Ladies, do you also want to reignite some heat back into the relationship? Well, BLCKWAVE also offers horny goat weed to ignite your passion and help enhance your libido. And here's a cherry on top. Use my promo code WAVE20 at the checkout for an exclusive 20% off your purchase on the website. So what are you waiting for? Join the BLCKWAVE revolution today. Are you sick of scouring the hub looking for something authentic? Well, MyOF has exactly what you're looking for. Real girls having a real good time. Exclusive behind the scenes, 50% off your first month, and over 100 videos ready to watch on the feed as part of your subscription. With weekly new releases from both homegrown Australian talent and overseas professionals you know and love. It's an amateur's paradise. Go check out the website in my bio and follow the links to the Apollo Show X. Wanted to see me, myself, and my D? Same website in bio, but look for the Apollo Show solo. Enjoy, guys. Yeah, I went to a strip club for an after party of ABN, and I was like, this is a whole different level.
Oh, was it Sapphire?
I don't know. Yeah. Could have been Ferrari, Mercedes. I don't fucking know. But it was a crazy club.
I think it was Sapphire because I was still in my gown from ABN, and then we left. But yeah, that one was Sapphire's great. Sapphire's great. Rhino's great. I like Crazy Horse. Crazy Horse is one of my favorites.
I think it was Crazy Horse, actually.
Oh, okay, that one. I spent $3,000 on a girl, and
I was like,
no,
it's so easy.
She's using all my tricks against me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, man, strip clubs, they're good, but
oh yeah, for sure.
They're an easy way to just like even the ATM takes 40% or 30% or 20%, sorry, of what you take out. Like in Australia, it's like this ATM is going to charge you $8. There, if you take out $100, they're taking out $20. If you're taking out $200, they're taking out $40 as the ATM fee. I was like, are you serious? And that's in USD. I was like, this is the most expensive ATM ever.
I know. I feel so bad for my Australian fans because like the conversion rate, everything's so expensive, and I was like,
yeah. I mean, yeah, we are so bad. Like even the Canadian dollar or whatever they use is more than what we...
Oh, really?
I think only by a few cents. Only like 7 or 8, 10 cents. But still, like, we are pretty for considering how established Australia is, you know. I'm surprised and I'm that it's been such low currency for so long. Like, I remember when I think the last time the Australian dollar was on par with the US dollar feels like, it must have been like 15, 20 years ago. Ages ago. Like, I feel like... Yeah, but ever since like probably 8 years ago, it's just been like riding 60, 65 cents, 70 cents.
That's a big jump. It was great when I went there.
Back. So, I mean, I get paid in USD from OnlyFans, so I'm not complaining.
Oh, yeah. Holy fuck.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I like take out 1,000 on OnlyFans and it comes out as 1,500 in my bank account. I'm like, woo!
That's amazing. Holy
fuck
shit.
yeah, baby! But then, I come here and I'm spending USD and it's just literally flying out the door. But you win some, you lose some, everyone. So you look fantastic, and you look even leaner and more fit and more beautiful than I remember. Have you been doing a lot of like training besides the hiking, or is this just all hiking? I'm saying.
No, it's not hiking. It's been working out, and then also been cycling. It was not on testosterone since I had my balls removed. My testosterone was too low. It was like at a 7, and I was like at a
7 singular
7,
digit.
7, which is
that's
like
not great.
So women should have it between like 40 and 50. I like to keep mine around 70, 80 because I think it works.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that was, like I was saying to you before, how, we should probably mention, like, you did get castrated, so that means your testicles have been removed. Is that right? Do you want to tell that story real quick?
Oh, so when I was actually 4 months in, it was crazy. I went to this shady doctor. Shady as fuck.
Brave.
And I was awake, and He cut off my balls.
You were awake.
I was awake.
He cut off your balls when
But
you were
I mean,
awake?
I was numb. But also,
Dude,
I
you're
I
wild.
looked down and it looked like cherry pie. I said, oh. And I
my
remember
God.
Ariana Grande was playing it, and I was like heaving, and he's like, do not throw up. And I said,
That's crazy. Was that a backyard doctor?
No, he had a practice. So like, he was still like a doctor, but I feel like, well, and he also let me keep my balls. So then
What'd you do with them?
I
Did you
flushed
like
it.
have them on a necklace walking
Actually,
around?
I have a video. I was so drugged up on painkillers that I threw it at my friend that was in a tub, and she was screaming at me. She's like, "You fucking nasty fuck!" And then I took them and shoved them down the toilet. And
You flushed your testicles
flushed them down the toilet,
That's
yes.
crazy. All right, cool. That's a nice. I guess that's a really good final goodbye. That's
like a
spreading.
goldfish.
It's
I'm
like
like,
spreading the
okay.
ashes. You know, it's like see you later.
it's like when your goldfish dies.
Totally. Just like, did you say anything? Did you have any words of like, catch you later?
I
or?
literally went back to my bed. I fell asleep, and then I had a complication, and I had a hematoma. So, like, literally, my ball sack was the size of a grapefruit. And it was when I was in college. This is when I was in college. So, like, literally, I couldn't wear anything.
You're like 22, 23?
I was 20. I was 21.
21.
21 because I graduated college at 21. I graduated in 3 years.
Great. So your
Smart.
wait. So your balls were this big.
Oh my god,
Your
they were
your
the
scrotum.
yeah, and there was nothing in it except just like
Just fluid.
yeah.
That's crazy.
was
So
horrible.
how'd they get rid of the hematoma? 'Cause to me,
so it was-
that's a blood clot, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So I had to wear a pad because it was leaking. So like literally I had to change it like 4 times a day because it was just leaking and leaking and leaking. And so the doctor's like, well,
This is the shit you don't hear
yeah,
about.
exactly. And then it was in Michigan, so I was in Florida. So, oh my god, I remember just taking it and squeezing the fuck out of
Oh.
it, and it was disgusting. It was like bloody, milky white shit. I was
Ew.
like, oh, it was gross. It was definitely gross. But my balls shrunk, and now they look cute because I don't have any.
We look great. They do look great, everyone. I can attest to that. They look fantastic.
I don't know. There's something about like I feel like it's being smooth. It just makes it look so much more feminine and like.
Yeah, and I was super. Like I used to think that with higher testosterone came your ability to get hard, and I was always like last time it was the same when we worked together. You get like diamond hard, and it always surprised me because I'm like, if you don't have a lot of testosterone, I figured it would be quite hard to get hard, but no.
Yeah,
Not for you.
I just a horny girl.
Fuck yeah.
Oh my god,
Totally.
that part over on the toilet, I got so hard. Just like
Fuck yeah. We just did a little like Twitter video of me pissing through her like love heart hands, and then like
And
she
then I
like
stuck my mouth in it,
Yeah,
and then I
but-
got rock hard because I love piss play, a little golden shower.
that was the first time I've like not ever, but first time I've done that in fucking years.
Really?
Like
Oh my
literally
God.
15 years probably.
Holy shit!
Crazy.
How old are you?
How old do you think I am?
Well,
I'm 35.
oh, you didn't even let me guess.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, how old are you?
You can guess.
27.
28.
I was close.
Close.
Yeah, wild. That's fucking wild times.
Yeah, it was definitely an experience for sure. But I feel like it's easier to regulate my hormones because I don't have like my testosterone that I'm like trying to suppress.
Yeah.
So now I can just have everything. It's like counting your macros. I can just count my hormones and just have them exactly the way that I want them to happen.
Great. Well, it's working for you. You look fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you are like incredibly feminine. Like I was surprised. Like I saw, like you know how you said like a few years in you were passable. I was like, I always thought you looked like this.
Oh no.
And I saw a picture that you put up where it was like, I think it was like some trend on Instagram where it was like a trans trend where it's like show you as a baby, you know, show you as like a baby trans.
my baby trans.
Like when you're
yeah.
like when you first.
It was the one I had my blonde wig.
I don't know.
Oh
but
my God,
I like
it was-
saw it and
yeah.
I was like, that looks nothing like the Emma Rose I know. You know what I mean?
I know, but the great thing now is I feel like if you saw like my old pictures before my transition, I look like how he did my surgery. I look very like I'm my old self's sister. So
Right.
that was
Yeah,
my biggest
great.
thing. Is like I didn't want to look like a fully new person. I went through like a little Barbie doll phase where I had so much filler, but I took the filler out of my cheeks and my chin and my nose. So I still needed the filler on my lips, but it like made me age backwards when I took everything out because
Right.
my face was so scrunched up and looked horrible.
Honestly, I think that less is more when it comes to filler, and girls are probably going to be like, shut the fuck up, Apollo, you don't know shit. And I'm like, you're right, I don't know shit. But also, I've seen a lot of girls in my life, in this industry even, where some come who are natural, some come who just like do a little bit, like 1 mil in the lips, and you can tell, but it's like hot. And then you've got the girls who are like addicted to it. Like they're just like,
it definitely,
they're like, I had to go to 2 or 3 different, cosmetic nurses because 2 of them said they wouldn't do anymore. And I'm like, I had to find this one that would. And I'm like, okay.
I feel like at that point, it's like, okay.
When you're like literally stretching your lips to the point where it's like almost touching your nose.
Oh my goodness.
Like, bruh. But some people, well, you know what? It really is each their own, because there's 2 types of girls in this, like, I should say not this industry, but that are into cosmetic adjustments.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But also this industry does have like a look that they like. There's like the natural look, and then there's the other side of the spectrum, which is the porn star look, which is like the intense hourglass shape made by BBL and big fake titties and maybe some like lipo or even like a corset. Like that they're trying to get that Jessica Rabbit look, which is like a heavy surgery look. And then you've got the other side of the spectrum, which is girl next door, very little surgery, if any.
Yeah.
And then you've got everyone in between. So
but when I had my girl next door look, it was very, very, very popular. But I'm about to get my silicone out next year, which is going to be a whole entire ordeal. I'm going to take 6 months off of studio work.
That was what you got back in a back garden somewhere.
Yeah,
right?
that was. I got silicone shots in a hotel room, pretty much like
in a hotel room like this.
Yeah.
So why don't you explain that a little bit? So this was before proper BBLs, or you just didn't want to pay for a proper BBL?
So I should have gotten a BBL way back, but I was broke. So I didn't get one, and I lost all the weight. I was 170. I'm 143 now. I was 176.
Right.
So I've lost 30 pounds. And like I had naturally, like my tits were like, I had big tits. I had like a B cup, if not a C cup. Naturally when because they were big, and I had a fat transfer to them at the very beginning of my transition, maybe like 2 years in, and then I lost the weight, so I lost all of I lost my titties, I lost my weight. So then at that point, I didn't want to gain it back because dysphoria and body dysmorphia in like industry is like, when you see yourself on camera every day, you're like, eh. So
yeah. You want to look a certain way.
Yeah.
I know.
So I got it done in November. I got it done in November of 2020. I got it done in March of 2021, and then I got it done in 2023, which is the one I did not need to do.
Are you talking about the
silicone shots?
Yeah. So what do they? So it's not a traditional BBL, which is a fat transfer for those who don't know, from like other parts of your body into your butt. What is it instead?
Silicone. It could be anything.
Is it a pad, like a breast implant, or
no? It's like silicone lube, pretty much.
Oh, so it's like free. Oh, you're like those dudes from like Iraq who do bodybuilding, but they inject it into their arms, and they're trapped, and they're like skinny as fuck.
People they do it in their balls too. It's like it's not safe. Do not do it.
But is that what's it called? It's called something in that. I can't think of it. It'll come to me at 2 a.m. tonight.
Silicone. They're the ones that with the. Oh yeah.
It's called something in bodybuilding.
Oh.
And they use it to supplement their muscles. So like some bodybuilders will do a really good work, like take the steroids, do the heavy weights, look great, but also just to add 10% more volume, they'll put this silicone, not an implant, no, it's literally injections. It's an injection to make
scary.
It's an oil. It's an oil actually.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's all these dudes on like.
But then the scar tissue builds up around it. It's like that's why my thing. I have some issues that I feel like I just know like either pain or like discoloration or hyperpigmentation that I'm like that shouldn't be there. So but I'm gonna document my whole entire thing, and I know that like, my ass didn't get me to where I am in the industry.
Yep.
And I feel like
so you're getting it all removed.
Yeah, I'm getting it all removed.
So I know there was a creator in Australia called It's Mars, and she had some pretty acute breast implant illness, which is that is basically where the silicone is poisoning your body slowly, and she was just like, she documented a whole
like sluggish and everything.
Literally, she'd just be like selfie mode on the camera, like don't feel like doing anything today. It's like 1 p.m. I've been doom scrolling since 8.
Yeah.
In and out of naps. I'm not rejuvenating at all. And basically, as soon as she got her silicone boobs out,
good, yeah.
she was like, like days later, was like, I feel fucking amazing, comparatively.
That's how I feel. I feel like a lot too.
Do you get that?
I feel like also I got positive for like an autoimmune disease thing, so I'm being monitored for that, and I feel like I don't think that I would have it without having the silicone.
I mean,
So-
highly likely. If it's just floating in there, it's probably
Yeah.
like not
So
contained.
I tell these girls, don't be dumb. Save up your money and do it the right way, or just, everybody. The thing with the big ass is just like, I know it's fun, but like, honestly, when I get this out, I'm gonna start powerlifting.
Seriously, I mean, I like a BBL like every guy, I do, but when there is a girl who legit trains lower body, like does the deadlifts, does the Romanian deads, does the Bulgarian split squats,
Yeah.
trains to a program, eats her 150 grams of protein every day with a priority, gets her sleep, dude, like the difference in back shots on a chick like that is different. It's so hot. It's like you're fucking a sexy panther. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes, it
I don't
really
know.
is. It's
I don't
like
know.
fucking, and it's like everything's lean. And my thing is like I miss my fitness days or my fitness body, so I want to get back to just like being fit, a muscle mommy, a little one.
Totally.
Yeah,
I mean,
muscle mommy.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think everyone should have like every single person, doesn't matter your age or what you're trying to do, if you do one leg day a week and one upper body day a week and then exercise however you want outside of that, and you'll see massive changes in how you feel, how you look, how you move, little niggles around your body. But I reckon even try and do as much as you can before it gets taken out to set a base.
Yeah, for
You know what I mean?
That's what I've been trying to do too, because I feel like my body's been like, it's been nice.
You look so good. Like, I can't believe how much different you look since the last time I saw
It's like
you.
it was just tiny last time. I was just skinny.
I remember seeing you last time and thinking...
But also it's because I was fucking starving myself,
that'll
pretty
do it.
much.
That will do it.
And I not eat. Oh my god, I eat so much. It's great.
That's what's right. That's what's up.
I eat like 4 meals a day, if not
if you're
5.
training, if you're training hard, you get hungry.
Yeah.
You get really hungry. It's really actually it's surprisingly easy to overeat when you're training very hard.
Oh yeah.
People are
'cause
like,
you're
how do
just
you put on
hungry.
weight if you're like literally doing an hour and a half of hard training most days? And I'm like, well, it starts a fire. It ignites a fucking fire in my body. And I literally, if I don't eat enough protein, I will overeat 100%
Oh, yeah.
on like fats and carbs or like food that's
And
not
sugar
meant to
and stuff
that,
like
that I'm not
that.
meant to be eating.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? So what does your dating life look like? Have you been, I know you're seeing Eva Maxim, she's a legend. No? No?
We actually just broke up last week, so.
Oh, that's fucked. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It is what it is. We wanted different things. So dating in this industry is very hard, and so communication is key. So I'm happy that we were able to communicate what we wanted and what we didn't want. So
Okay, that sucks.
yeah.
That's very much how the industry goes, unfortunately.
Yeah,
It's-
it was great. It was great while it lasted. It was amazing. It was my very first lesbian relationship, but I think it definitely showed me the direction that I want to go and dating in the future. And I think that I do want to be with a woman. I feel like there's the emotional capacity is very important.
Yeah.
That I feel like being trans specifically and being in the industry is like a double whammy.
Yeah, I mean, but even do you find that you have a lot more options than you ever had just because you're Emma Rose? Do you find that straight dudes kind of look past the fact that you're trans a lot?
Not look past. I think maybe they kind of fetishize it a little bit, but it's or they just, I don't want to date a fan at the same time.
Gotcha.
Because that's the big thing too, is trying to weed through that. I'm I want someone to sometimes they get lost in Emma Rose and not my personal who I am. So sometimes that's very important. I had an identity crisis back in 2022 where I pretty much was losing myself in my character that I've created in Emma
Right,
Rose.
yes.
And it's it's very important to keep your personal life and your work life separate, and also having the same amount of activity in your personal life with friends and non-industry people. And
Easier
I think
said than done.
you could because it will suck you. Entertainment in general will suck you in and be
It'll chew you the fuck up. But the problem is now, I think that there's so much competition that you almost have to be working an untenable amount of hours to get the traction you need. And this industry is very out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
So if you just drop off the radar because you want to go on a hike for a week and go
If
on
you
a
don't
few
already have
cute
everything
dates.
already hooked up and planned and scheduled.
Well,
yeah.
that's it. You have to be still getting content pushed out into the stratosphere all the time. Well, minus your current dating situation, how have you found dating whilst in industry, and what does that usually look like for you?
So we dated for 9 months. The guy that I dated before was a year and a half. He was in the industry. And then I didn't date anyone else except this traumatic experience of a man.
Gotcha. Yep.
But it's been rewarding because I feel like at the end I know like what I want. And now it's like I can tick every box. I'm like, I want this, and if you can give it to me, then I'm like, fuck it. I still have like my things that I will like compromise on, of course, and like bend. But the one thing is just like I also need someone with initiative. A lot of initiative. I love someone with drive because I always say that I'm needy, not clingy. Because I don't need to see you, but I need to hear from you.
Yeah, right. And I think as well, like being as, I'm speaking from my own experience, but I'm very career focused right now.
Yeah.
And I need someone else who is equally driven. I feel like successful people need to be with other successful people to not be dragged down.
Yeah.
I don't want to
hit a plateau.
Yeah, like I feel like other workhorses understand the hustle. Like whether that's a lawyer, high-end lawyer,
Yeah.
or executive, or you're seeing someone who's like a high-end salesperson or something like that. They just get that you're on your phone more. They get that you're
You're busy. Go do this. That's why I travel. I've gotten better. Traveling though, but it's not traveling as much because I was gone every week either in like Miami, New York, LA, Montreal, just flying. So now I'm like, okay, I go to LA for 3 days or like 1 week at a time, and I'm like, I do not come back after that because otherwise I'm just cutting into my personal life.
What do you think of LA?
That's horrible. It's lost hopes and dreams.
Yeah, LA really is great for what we do because there are a lot of people trying to make it doing what we do, and that's where all the companies are. But it is quite soulless as a town.
I moved there back in 2022 for 2 months. And after 2 months, I said, oh no, I cannot do this. I sold all my shit. I moved back here and bought my house. It was nice.
At least you got to figure out what you wanted to do.
Yeah, I feel like I'm very good at, like, if I don't vibe with something, I'm like, eh. No, but I grew up on a farm, so.
Really?
Yeah, I grew up on a ranch. So it wasn't like a farm where we like sold things, but we had cattle, we had geese and ducks and goats and everything.
I want a baby goat so bad.
They're so cute.
So cute. Or a little
They're potty
pig.
trained too.
Are they?
You can potty train them, yeah.
I wish
you can knock
that
on the door when they need to go to the bathroom.
I wish that Australia would allow hooved animals, like to own it. Where we have them, but we're not allowed them in a residential area. Is what I mean. Like I couldn't like at my house in the suburbs just get a goat.
What else has hooves?
A goat, cow.
You have a cow?
Elk.
Elk? You have elks?
No, we don't. I'm just saying deer. Like all those have hooves. You just said one has hooves.
Yeah. Horses.
Horses as well.
You have horses?
Not in like a residential area. Allegedly.
Oh, wow.
Allegedly. Someone in the comments will tell me I'm wrong. And if I am wrong, I'm getting a fucking goat tomorrow.
Yeah, get goat. Oh my god, they're so cute.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, absolutely. Love that shit. So my granddad back in Greece was a goat farmer.
Aww.
So I have like a primal need to have a goat in my life.
They're so cute. I had pygmy goats. So.
Oh yeah, the small ones.
There's tiny ones, yeah.
So cute.
They are like, and also like we got goat's milk and everything too, like disabled.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, and then we had like a whole entire acre because I was on 10 acres.
It must have been so healthy because you're just eating fresh produce all the time.
Yeah, so we had well water, which was horrible. It had,
Is
like,
it?
so much iron.
I thought well water would have
gross.
been like better than tap water here.
Oh no, well yeah, honestly, it probably is. It probably is, but it just tastes gross because it's like sitting water in there.
Yeah, gotcha.
But yeah, we had like a whole entire acre of blackberry bushes. We had a broken down train in our backyard that me and my sister surprisingly never died running across on the top. But it's like I was born in '96, so it's like kind of at the beginning of the digital age, so we still grew up without like digital things.
Yeah, awesome.
So and my parents like kicked me out. They're like, "Hey, go play outside. If you need to go to the bathroom, piss outside."
Yeah, perfect.
Like, okay, yeah.
Bushweed, that's the way to do it. Absolutely. Yeah, wow. So what's your current work life looking like in terms of your split between pro scenes and collabs?
So I am really bad at balance. I don't know why. So either I go hardcore on studio work where I'm not doing pretty much anything for my collabs, Or I'll do
Or it's a
so
flip.
many collabs. Yeah, I'll do like collabs and I'll have like collabs like boom, 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 boom. But then at that time, I'm like, I'm not taking my studio scenes. Or I'll do my collabs and I'm not doing my customs. So I had to do customs tonight.
Yeah, fuck. That's one thing I'm
I'm
lucky
so
about.
behind. I'm like months behind on someone. I feel so bad. I'm like, I'm so sorry, guys.
Whenever I get a custom, I just bust it out. But that's one thing I'm lucky for. A lot of people don't ask me for customs.
Okay.
Because they come to my page to see the girls I'm working with mostly.
Oh, yeah.
So, but whenever I do get I always try and knock it out immediately because otherwise I do this.
Yeah.
It just, if I don't do it within,
Procrastination.
if I don't do the custom within 2 days, then it doesn't get done in 3 weeks.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it gets like, and plus with life and working, oh my god, it gets behind. So I gotta do them tonight.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Because it was Friday, so yeah. I wanted to do everything before, get them all done before Saturday.
Fuck
or
yeah.
at least by tomorrow night.
Good.
Yeah.
Love that. This episode brought to you by BLCKWAVE Supplements. Go to their website, www.blckwave.com, and get the best supplements known to man. So what's the future look like for you, Emma? You got any plans? Any cool plans coming up?
So, getting my silicone out, I'm going to be taking like a 6-month break from studio, I think. So I'm going to take that time to like work on a big project.
Does that mean you're doing way more pro now, trying to bank scenes for when you're off?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm like
cool.
trying to get them all like revved up and like, okay, boom, because I'm not going to be working for a minute.
Yeah.
But I am an ambassador for Adult Time, so they definitely have been like keeping me having like 2 months, I think 2 scenes a month coming out, because they own like Gender X, they own Gender X, Transfixed, so Adult Time is huge. They have all these little sites.
Yes.
So, but also I'm working on my own production company, so I'm really excited.
Ooh.
Yeah, because I know there's some blank spaces in the industry, so.
Well, I mean, basically, I'm a production company, you would say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like basically, if you're filming, you're editing, you take
Yeah.
care of basically everything. You're getting the talent, and I assume you're paying the talent and keeping the rights to the videos. Is that how it works for you?
Yeah, so it won't be me starring, but it'll be me behind the camera.
Yeah,
So,
fuck yeah. That's what's up. I think that's a really good way to do it. And that's like a nice way to segue from mostly performing to still being very much in the industry,
Yeah.
but...
Because I know I'm going to be in porn for like, I see myself being in there for like 20 years.
Yeah.
But I also want to work into directing. I also want to work into, I don't want to ever manage girls, but I do want to do PR later on in life.
I mean, look at Alexis Fawkes. She's only getting better and better and better.
Yeah.
And she's 49.
Yeah.
So the thing is, people don't understand is there are like dating fucking dudes on the dating podcasts who are like girls who aren't 18 to 29. They're fucking expired. But then you look at porn and you're like, oh, as soon as a girl turns 27 onwards, she's a MILF. As soon as she turns 39, she's a GILF. And guess what? Guess what? MILF porn and stepmom porn and GILF porn.
Oh my GILF porn, I think raised like over like 100% or something.
It is exploding. And you know what? Every time I put a huge titted MILF, older lady, like in her 40s, up on my page, I get a bunch of dudes between 25 and 35 who go, oh my God, this chick's so fucking hot. She's my type. And I'm like, that's so interesting because I have like super like, you know, model types on my page all the time, crickets from those dudes.
Yeah.
But it's like, there's this mummy kink that dudes 100% have, and it's so popular. You don't even understand.
I think it switched from kind of, I think that the daddy kink from the girls was like really heavy back in the early 2000s, and now it's like things are switching where it's like...
Whoa, I'm getting into my daddy phase. Let's keep that rolling on, ladies. Let's keep that rolling on.
I mean, it's still, but I feel like it's like, but it was like widespread, like media, everything. Now it's like, I feel like, it's like, I don't know, the mommy kink, plus also, oh my God, the one thing with guys, with trans girls, like they just love being like submissive. I love it. It's great.
Trans porn is exploding. It's probably, would you say it's the most popular genre at the moment? One of the most popular?
Yeah, definitely one of the most. I think it's number 5 after, I think on Pornhub it was number 5 is the...
Do you know the 4 before it?
No.
No, me neither.
I think it's like teen, and then I think it's maybe teen, of course teen.
Is gay porn in that, or is this...
No, it's separate, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah, with Pornhub too, it's kind of like, because gay porn, and then like the gay models, and then the trans, and the whatchamacallit models.
Straight models?
The straight models, yeah, they're all like we're all grouped together. So it's
Yeah.
also like the ranking, the tier thing. I was like, oh no, tiering is kind of hard.
Yeah, I mean, I just started doing Pornhub like properly.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm really enjoying it. I think it could
It's
be
great
really
though,
valuable.
honestly.
It could be
But
really valuable.
having
I
all
think.
your information, everything correct from the get go is so helpful.
Oh, I know.
I'm chasing down 2257s.
Well, I've started doing, and we'll do it today. We'll go through the Pornhub identification
Okay, good.
thing before you leave, and it makes such a difference when
Oh, good, yeah.
when you get it like in review before the person leaves.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a fucking nightmare. It is
Yeah.
a fucking nightmare. But I think that makes it even more lucrative right now because a lot of people aren't doing it because they're like, can't be fucked.
Oh yeah. And it's like since it's so hard, I feel like they don't want to do it. But the good thing is, I'm like out of revenue, and it gets so many new people who don't know who you are in front of your like into your like your sites and to your OnlyFans and
100%.
everything.
And to be honest, when you think about it, whenever like someone goes to look at porn, they don't go like a lot of people do, but most people don't go to Twitter. I do, but
Oh,
most
yeah.
people don't go to Reddit. I do, but most people don't go to those sites. They go to Pornhub. So if
Yeah.
you want to find a bunch of people who aren't on Twitter, like even I, being a social media fucking mogul,
Yeah.
who's on everything. Before I started this industry, I was never on Twitter. I just assumed only famous people had Twitter.
Yeah.
Because I would only
Just
see
TikTok, right?
I was TikTok and Instagram, and that was it. Maybe Facebook, but I never used
Yeah,
it. You know?
I need to work on my Facebook because like there's still a lot of like people on there. But also I'm starting my newsletter because there's one thing that a lot of older guys, they like signing up and you can send emails. They actually really do respond to emails and discounts and stuff like that.
Every marketing person ever, until very recently, has said that email lists are like the
Everything.
shit.
And I have a marketing degree, so.
Fuck yeah. Well, do you think that's outdated though? Now
No,
because that
it's
that
not
was
because it's different. It's different groups.
'Cause
so
they used
the
to
people
say
who
that
are
before
older,
social media.
the guys who are 50 and older are the ones
Right.
they still use email.
and they're the
because
ones
old
with
school.
money, and they're also horny. Like 50
That part,
plus year old
yes.
dudes might be old and decrepit, but guess what? They're horny as fuck.
I love them.
Hey, you're right. Hey, you know what? If you're a 50 plus year old dude out there and you're like, fuck this guy. No, don't fuck me. Here's the thing. Like, you can look absolutely incredible. Like, there are some 50, 60-year-old dudes that I know who are just like,
yeah.
you can keep your test high and your body looking
Well, that's the one
absolutely
thing.
amazing till you're deep into your 60s.
Yeah, I think
For
a lot
sure.
of guys, because they already know like TRT, but a lot of women are finally going HRT when they start hitting menopause to skip menopause and to continue with their
I don't
hormones.
know what that is. What's HRT for?
HRT,
I know what TRT is.
hormone replacement therapy. So
Right.
it's like
That's
so this
What does that do
testosterone-
for women?
It helps them bypass menopause, so they keep their hormones up. So you know how like in menopause, like they either get like some girls get really grouchy, but also like your body kind of just like goes out of control during
Right.
menopause.
Yeah.
So it's keeping your testosterone up, it's keeping your estrogen up, so your body still stays fit. You still have energy. You're not like getting like you're not blowing up in size. And also you're like still like energetic and active.
Right.
So it's the same thing as TRT for men, but
Gotcha.
it keeps women young.
Yeah, so
And also makes them look very good. So
yeah, well, I mean, new technology, really, like, because there is TRT available to everyone. Like, there is, like, back when I was, coming into adulthood, there was no TRT clinics. The only people who did testosterone were in gym bathrooms,
Yeah.
passing paper bags during, like, gym bathrooms and stuff. Whereas now, you could go, like, I never did testosterone, still haven't, and I did that because I was, not that I didn't want to, like, get on it and be fucking jacked like everyone
Yeah.
else, but it was because
You
I was
gotta do it the
scared,
right way.
I was scared
Yeah.
of doing it the wrong way, scared of getting the wrong drugs. Now, if you're, like, a 45-year-old man who woke up 6 months ago feeling a little bit less energy and it never really came back because your testosterone started to drop, you can just go to a doctor every week and they'll be like, here's the exact amount you need based on your blood work, and you all of a sudden start to have the same testosterone as when you were 25. And these dudes are then able to train harder, more energy, work harder, more focus.
That's
There's really,
harder.
yeah, and they'll fuck harder. Like, I don't think there's any. I was listening to a podcast on testosterone as a supplement, and there's literally no bad side effects, allegedly, to taking a conservative / smart dose. Like if you're a bodybuilder who's like, I'm trying to get fucking watermelons on my arms, then yeah, if you're taking 6 times what a superhuman could ever produce, then yeah, you're probably going to get some weird side effects. But if you're just taking like enough to bring your test back up to what you were when you were 22, 23, 25, and you're 50, then you're just going to feel better. It's not even going to really translate to having bigger muscles and stuff. It's more
energy. It's also focus, mind, like brain fog. Whenever I'm not on my hormones, the brain fog is so real. I'm like, I don't know how to do anything, and I don't remember anything.
Right.
And super fatigue, of course. But
of course.
Yeah. So I take my progesterone. I take my estrogen. I take my testosterone. PT141 when I do have a lot of work.
Is that a peptide?
Yeah, it's a peptide. It's actually, so you know how melanotan, I think?
Yeah, it makes you orange?
Yeah, it's the one, but there's a part in there, a peptide, that makes you super horny.
Ooh.
So with the
What's
tanning
that one?
injections, it's the PT141. It's
PT141 for horniness, everyone.
It's everything. So with that, they give you a peptide. It's a sub-Q shot. You can get it at like a male clinic or something. Like I go to a male clinic just because like they know the endocrinologists are so smart there.
Yeah.
And like they got my things where I'm like I
don't think people understand. Like this is like blowing my mind.
Yeah.
Because people don't understand what it takes to look like you. You know,
and
like,
have a hard dick.
Yeah, exactly. To look like you and have a hard dick and have everything functioning correctly and not be depressed as fuck because the hormones are off. You have to take a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff, yeah. And then I also like from taking DHEA and pregnenolone, which are from the vitamin shop or like just from a like nutrition shop, because those are building blocks for testosterone.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to have high free testosterone in your body, so it helps take that and put it to use. So it brings it down. I love hormones. That's why everybody I've ever dated, I put them on steroids.
All right, fuck yeah.
Here you go, have some gear.
Yeah,
but
get these guys jacked. That's what's up.
I do Anavar now, but I do 8 weeks on and then like 12 weeks off. So
is that like in
it's
my
like
experience?
wellness bikini models? They usually it's like a low dose. Low dose.
I was literally going to say the only people I know to do it are women, and they're usually bodybuilding women. I never hear a dude be like, going on Anavar. It's almost,
they'll take like Winstrol or like fucking
testosterone
like
in general.
Yeah, or if they were trying to do crazy shit. Never do tren.
Talking fucking.
Please don't ever do tren. Tren is horrible for you.
The tren is like poison, but it makes you. So there's friends of mine.
A brick house, but I'm like.
Oh yeah, there's friends of mine that did it, and they literally were psychos after 6 weeks, but they would get bigger and leaner, like super big, super veiny. Abs would start to come out, and they'd just be crying all the time.
And they smell so good.
Do they smell good?
Oh, yeah, they smell like a locker room.
Yeah, gross. I remember my ex smelling like BO, but you really like deodorant.
I do. I wish you didn't wear deodorant today.
I know. You should have told me. I always like to smell good for the ladies, you know.
Yeah, I'm like, I want to smell man.
Yeah, so good. That is one thing that's a little bit different. Like girls don't usually sniff my armpits.
I love it. I think honestly, I think a lot of trans girls do. I feel like it's just like
part of it.
Yeah, I feel like it's just our hormones. It just goes like.
Yeah, totally.
I'm also like smells. Like even like when I'm with women, I love like when a girl, you know, like the smell of arousal, just like when she's getting wet. That smell drives me crazy. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna fuck.
Yes. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah. There's something about a good smelling pussy. It's just like.
Yes.
Yeah, tasty. So you sleep with a lot of men. You sleep with a lot of women too, right?
Yeah.
Like what would you say you're more into?
Oh my god, it's
hard
like I'm so down the middle now because I've become so confident. Kendra Lust was the one who taught me. Like she's the one who turned me out. Because I asked her, I was like, "Can you teach me to eat pussy?" Because I filmed with her and I felt so inadequate and felt like I just felt like our scene wasn't good. It was great. But she's like, sure. I was like super like mommy role play. It was so hot. Then after that, I was really confident, and then like I feel like I stopped with a lot of like all the, you know, like the top girls in porn. I was like, oh wow. And then when I finally figured out like that, I was very like nervous about my size.
Yep.
But so many girls and guys both say like, "Oh my God, no, your size is great."
Like your dick size.
Yeah, yeah.
You were nervous about it, like
yeah,
why?
because I think it's small, but it's not small.
But I mean, even if it is small, I feel like it fits your femininity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
but then again, if I tough, I look like a chihuahua. I'm like,
yeah, right. Yeah, fuck yeah.
But it's been great, and so I've been confident. I feel like I would date both men and women, but like I think right now I am exploring a new side of me. So I feel like right now I am leaning to women.
Okay.
For relationships, but for sex, I'm like, the dick is ready.
Yeah. Right. Right.
I'm also horny all the time. It's
You bottom mostly, or top, or what?
actually, I don't really bottom that much. I feel like I top a lot.
I feel privileged. You bottomed for me today. I fucked the absolute.
I did ass. I haven't bottomed in weeks.
Well, you did so good today.
It was great.
Was
honestly, I feel like I open up. So,
yeah,
and this time I didn't take it without any lube, so it didn't rip me.
Oh yeah, first time. So we were laughing at this because it nearly happened again. Like this last time, we basically were so keen for it. We came straight in, started like making out straight away, and started fucking. Like literally, I had to like stop while we were like half getting naked and be like, "Hey, let me set up the camera." And so our first scene last time, which was the best one, was all on my iPhone, which to me it's still good, but I get annoyed as a producer because I'm like, this isn't my good camera.
The quality.
You want the good camera. But then we did a second scene on the camera, but that was done without lube. I didn't have lube.
Oh my god, yeah, I was taking it with no lube. I was like, fuck me up, fam. And
fucked you up.
Yeah, it did rip me.
Yeah, I fucked you
but
up.
But it was great.
Hey,
that was
great.
I was so horny.
Yeah. And same thing happened today. Same thing happened.
I'm like, stick it in.
We
said no.
Like, no, we have to actually wait. So we started like hooking up for a little bit of like BTS, and then I was like, we have reels to do. We have pictures to take. Put some clothes back on.
I didn't want my makeup to get fucked up yet.
That's right. So I always like when I have good energy with a performer, and like today was fucking awesome. That's what it's about. Yeah, I'm really excited to edit that. Actually.
I cannot wait to watch it.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I've jacked off to our video. So.
Fuck yeah, so good.
I like watching my old videos. People feel like I never watch my things, and I'm like, why?
I mean, I feel weird about that too because I do watch my videos when when there's like a hot video that I was actually into.
Yes, absolutely.
Like when I get to film something that like was actually a great scene. Like there's been scenes where we were like you and I, where we were like gonna have sex whether the camera was on or not. And I just happened to have the camera on, doing all the stuff, and I watch it back later. I'm like, this is so fucking hot, because both of us want to be. It's like literally like I professionally filmed a real amateur encounter, which is like the
honestly,
ultimate.
I love amateur.
Same. Like, give me a not poorly filmed, well filmed, half lit, like room fuck scene over a professionally filmed storyline scene any day of the week, 100%. Like something like back in the day, the casting couch stuff, even though I'm sure a lot of it was staged, that kind of shit really like ignited something in the general public because it was so popular. And it was like no one knew the girls. They came in to do their interview, then they would start fucking. And I like realized it was it was fake. Because every now and again they would get a girl who I'd seen in other pornos.
Oh yeah.
So,
but they were still kind of like new at the time. So
so I'd be like, don't get that girl in here. I know who that is. You're breaking the fourth wall by getting someone I know in here. Yeah. So reality stuff is the bomb, and that's why I don't really do storylines. I've started doing a little bit of storyline stuff strictly for Pornhub because they need a certain amount of minutes for it to like pop off. So in your experience, I've been doing 10 minutes plus, but someone told me 14 minutes plus to get on the main page. Is that right?
I think honestly it is like the longer the better, because like I've been doing highlights kind of like of my videos, so I was cutting them off at like 8 minutes kind of, but none of them are getting featured, so I need to go longer. But that's also why instead of shooting like 30-minute scenes or like some people wanted to just shoot 15 minutes. I was like, absolutely not. No. That's crazy.
We did I think we did 48 minutes.
Yeah, that was great. Something like more than 30 is perfect because then you can still cut it, add other things, and plus you can still add like the post interview and all these things, and so it's like makes it more real, makes it more just like a dick on the internet, like.
Exactly right.
Personality.
Right. Yeah, totally. And Pornhub is, when it pops off, it can be like any other good social media. Like you can get millions and millions of views. Do you find that it has good transfer into your OnlyFans? When you have something go like 10 million views on Pornhub, do you get a flood into your OnlyFans?
Yes, for sure. Fuck yeah. I think Pornhub, I get the most people from Pornhub.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've done a poll, and it's like my Twitter conversion rate, even though I have 600K, I don't really get a lot of people anymore from that.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think that is because
I
of...
guess they're just jacking off watching it.
Right, gotcha. Did that... I thought that might have changed recently when Elon Musk took over. Like, do you find that the reach is different, or...
Yeah, but I still think since we were shadow banned before, I'm still shadow banned now. Like, where it's like marked, like, not safe for work.
Right.
So now I feel like if you make it, it's fine. But I do want to make a safe for work page for my streaming. I'm going to start streaming.
You haven't
games.
started yet?
No.
What kind of games are you going to play?
Home. I like my old games, like Kingdom Hearts and Bioshock and all that. I want to play old games.
Okay, cool.
I don't like new games because you have to, like, pay for, like, everything now. I'm like,
really?
What the fuck?
I like Call of Duty, but I don't even play online.
Oh, no, Call of Duty stresses me out.
I'm a
Fortnite girly.
Oh, really? Oh, true.
Yeah. Or Metal Gear Solid, too. I like that one.
Fuck, I love Metal Gear Solid.
It was so good. They're supposed to make a movie, I think, with Oscar Isaac, but I just don't know when.
The first Metal Gear Solids, like the first 4, I played...
I think they're going to remaster the games, too.
Good, so they should. If you haven't played Metal Gear Solid, everyone, you're a chump. Go play it right now. This episode brought to you by My OnlyFans. It's an amateur's paradise. Hundreds of girls and me. Get 50% off your first month at www.onlyfans.com/theapolloshow.aus. See you there. So, what else, mate? Anything else going on with you?
Oh my goodness. I feel like
Anything else you want to mention?
working at my house.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. And just like just trying to slow down a little bit because I feel like in another year after I get everything all fixed up and done, then I'm going to go hard again. I just don't want to burn out because I was starting to experience burnout over the winter, and that was not
really easy to do.
And I understood, and I was like, okay, this is not good, and you've learned my lesson.
Yep.
Took a step back and really reevaluated things. So.
Fuck yeah. Right. Have you got any advice for men out there to not give you the ick?
Be yourself but better.
What was that?
So be yourself but better.
Be yourself but
honestly,
better.
I think that the one thing is, guys, I think that they really need other guy friends that are not like-minded. Because I feel like whenever they talk to women who have different opinions, then it's like they don't know how to handle that in the right way. So it's like, I love having a difference of opinion. Yeah, yes, I think that having a different opinion is great, but it's the approach. And with men, I feel like a lot of guys, I mean, like the one thing with guys is like the leading cause of death under 50 is suicide because like it's loneliness.
Yep.
And I get it, like it's like this whole entire like I'm a man and I don't need anybody. It's not okay.
You do. We all need somebody.
We all need somebody. We all need friends.
Yeah, we need
I love friends.
Yeah, totally. Dudes have always, I think it's, before it used to be dudes going to the pub, drinking together, getting hammered together, go to the local bar, or play sports. But as soon as you get like old enough and injured enough, you stop playing sports.
Yeah.
So then you get old enough and more into your work where you stop drinking as hard or stop going to the pub as much.
Yep.
And then you end up being like, well, I just don't have anywhere to meet friends and I'm too old to go to I feel like I'm too old to go do these things that I would do when I was younger to meet people. So yeah, I think everyone needs to, if you don't have a good, like, you'd be surprised, even, like, I let this job, if I'm being vulnerable, like, the first few years of this job, because I was so, like, enveloped in it, I let a lot of these friendships in real life fall away while I was just grinding, and I think that's a lot of men in a job, when they're super job focused, whether you're a lawyer, an accountant, a builder, running a big business, like it's easy to kind of let that completely consume you because most things, even this job is highly competitive. You've got so much competition from really competitive people who are competent, and if you're not in the same boat working the extra hours and skipping the time out with friends, then you just don't get the fucking dollars.
Yeah, I almost lost. I moved my 2 friends out here from Florida to work for me. It didn't work out because I guess I'm very tough boss at times. So
Really?
Yeah.
I don't see you as that.
I know.
You just may be really nice to me.
Yeah.
I guess.
But I feel like it's like, my thing is, if I need it, something, I'm like, get it done by the end of the night or by the end of the week, like if it makes sense. But I'm like, if I'm doing this, and if I have to book my own things, like I have like my manager, she's amazing. I love her so much. Shout out to Morgan.
Totally.
My bestie.
Love Morgan.
But then with my other two friends, I almost lost my friendship. I've known her
Never
for
mix
10
work
years. For
and-
10 years.
Never mix
For
work
10
and
years,
friendship.
and it was great that like we're mature enough and we're able to communicate and get our friendship back on track. And then she's like, I need to see you more. Otherwise, I'm moving and I don't want to see you again. And I was like, Okay. I will make sure that I will see you more and make the time. Yeah, it's very important because like once you lose that friendship, like you're not gonna almost gonna be 30 and trying to get another 10-year like relationship of a friend is gonna be impossible.
You can do it, but I mean, I feel like
damn near impossible.
I feel like it's been extra hard in the last 5. I mean, let's just talk about the last 8 years. 10 years, like between when social media, in the last 10 years, social media has come out full steam, also cost of living has spiked incredibly high. So the average Joe has to work double as hard for the same amount of stuff.
I can't have kids.
Yeah, I'm so glad I've never had kids. Like there's no ovaries in the face and hair. I always had that running through my head in my 20s because I'm so glad I was never a big cream pie guy. Because I have a lot of friends who accidentally knocked up a lot of girls. Not a lot of girls, like between them, but there's been a lot of accidental pregnancies in my friendship groups throughout the years, and I always thought to myself, as fucked up as like some situations I've ever got myself in, that's one I'm proud to never have been in. Yeah.
That's one thing is I think I cannot get pregnant, otherwise I'd be teen pregnancy over here.
Oh, totally. I'm sure that's the best thing about trans girls. You can cream pie them whenever you want.
Yep. No babies.
No babies.
He says I do want children later in life.
I mean, you can now, right? Like you can adopt and stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean, or like there's one. I mean, I would never pay $200,000 for a kid, but you can do bone marrow and stuff. So like two, like
what?
You can do like, is it? I think XY is XY male chromosomes.
I've no idea. Talking to the wrong guy.
XY, the two. So two men can have, or two male chromosomes. So they can have a child together.
Oh.
Because you use like the sperm and then you use the blood marrow and then you can mix it this shit and mix it. It's crazy.
So it's no longer like before where you would.
You still need a surrogate though. But,
so you still.
They would have the bloodline of two males.
Because I've got some gay friends who have a child, and I think the way they did it was they both had 2 sperm samples, one from each of the dudes, and a surrogate, and they threw the sperm in with the egg, and they don't know which one impregnated. But it's just like a lucky dip, whichever one.
Oh, nice.
So like when the baby comes out, they'll be like, oh, it looks more like Leroy, or whatever. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's cool. I didn't realize that you could like do that.
Yeah,
Science is incredible.
It's very expensive. But
I feel like a lot of people, because they're waiting a little bit longer to have kids, I feel like IVF is getting common, way more common.
Oh yeah, they're freezing their eggs way earlier now.
Yeah, I mean, I thought about getting a vasectomy for like a split second. And then I thought to myself, if I want to have kids later, like how good is a kid going to be with, 10-year-old frozen sperm? Like, honestly though, like that's not even joking. Yeah. Like in my head, I'm like, it's going to have something wrong with it, maybe. Yeah. Maybe it's going to have like
I don't know if it's like, I wonder if it's going to be different. Like, I feel like it would be different.
There's this condition that there's a lot of men in the like action stars, like Sylvester Stallone, I think has a deformed child, like he has like a dip in his face, and it's from like steroids, like dudes who do a lot of steroids over the years, like big time steroids. I think Arnold Schwarzenegger might even have, like allegedly, like have a kid that's like a little bit not right physically. Yeah. And I think it comes like in that same regard, like that's how I think frozen sperm for like 10 years would be. Like, I don't know, some doctors out there being like, some doctors out there being like, that's not how it works, dickhead. And I'm sure it's not, but that's just in my head. I'm like,
it's still just like, I feel like it's like taking bread out the freezer when you can just get a fresh loaf.
Yeah, I think I'm just lucky that I don't have pre-cum. I think a lot of I think a lot of my friends who have
You
knocked
don't?
up
Oh,
girls,
wow.
well, I don't really pre-cum that, like, at all, to be honest. So when I broke my dick, right, I had to take 31 days of not even touching it, right? Didn't touch my dick at all. I was scared I was going to, like, have some serious damage. And in that 31 days, by the end of it, I had this, like, awesome sexual encounter with this chick. She came over and she basically edged me with her asshole for, like, 40 minutes. It was, like, the best thing ever. Because, like, I was at, like... my dick was like almost, not better, but it was like usable.
It was so sore.
It was like, it just couldn't handle much volume. If I fucked, like once the 31 days were up, I fucked and then I jerked off, like straight afterwards. And my dick was like starting to get a bit swollen and sore. So it just couldn't handle the volume. It was like any injury, you know, you blow your knee out and they're like 6 weeks.
God, yeah,
and like literally after
up.
the 6 weeks, you're not going back to full capacity. 6 weeks is the beginning of the journey back to normal, right? But this chick came over and like edged me with her butthole for like, so it was actually hot as fuck because I never prematurely ejaculate. Literally never. But this chick was like, I didn't come, but like I'd have to like be like stop every 20 pumps because I was like, this is the best thing ever. And it was like bringing me up to this like mad height, then bringing me back down. Oh, that's my alarm, everyone, because we were running a little bit late today. And I have a dinner to get to. But yeah, that was the only time that I was like pre-cumming like crazy. I was like, fuck. My body just wanted
I feel like I pre-cum easily. It's weird.
I think it's genetic.
Yeah, but because it's from your prostate. So
Is
it's
it?
not, yeah, pre-cum comes from your prostate because why I can still come and shoot loads. Actually, I've been shooting loads lately. It's crazy. But if I edge, I come a lot. And it's because it's your prostate fluid. Because your prostate fluid is, I think, semen, and your balls create sperm, which is the white little swimmers.
And they mix together.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, because I always used to get scared of pre-cum, getting girls pregnant. But then I did a bunch of research, and allegedly, pre-cum doesn't have sperm in it, but...
If you jack off the same day, it could.
But the second... So they say that you should be very careful on your second round. So let's just say you and I fucked, and then we go for a shower... And then, maybe not you and I, but like if a girl and I like, went to fuck, and then we were like, that was great, let's have a shower. And then like we're in the shower chatting, then we start making out in the shower, bend her over, start fucking her, come in her again. Or so don't come in her, I pull out and come on her butt.
But still.
The pre-cum might have pushed some sperm that was already kind of sitting in the chamber. Like sitting in the urethra. So sex ed with Apollo and Emma. If you are going to not use a condom when you're worried about getting pregnant, worried about pre-cum. If you're a pre-cummer, watch out on the second round. First round, you're probably okay. Don't take my word for it.
Don't use a condom.
But second round is where you're probably going to get some fucking residual sperm through the urethra. But yeah, fuck. Yeah, but better yet, use a condom, guys.
Use a condom.
Yeah. Yeah, good. Excellent. Well, that was my alarm because I've got to go, but this was an absolute pleasure. I'm so glad we got to make this happen. We originally were going to do this in LA. It didn't work out, but here we are. So, love it.
I'm so excited to eat.
Do you want to tell everyone where they can find you?
You can find me at theforbiddengarden.com, or all of my socials are at OHITS Emma Rose. That's it's Emma Rose.
Amazing. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
See ya.